Hi everyone. So this video is going to show you how to use FloDesk to create your freebie landing page, as well as how to create a workflow. So when somebody opts into your amazing freebie, they are then delivered it immediately. So I'm going to go through the basics of how to use FloDesk and show you their editing system and how to customize things to your brand and change things out. And I'm also going to show you the simple way of setting up your workflow. So like I said, your freebie is delivered immediately. And I'm going to show you a really great feature that they have to upload your PDF or guides or workbooks, even if you don't have a website of your own and a place to host your files. So we are first going to go ahead and get started by creating the email freebie landing page. So this is going to be just a page that people come to that is only intended, its only intended use is to get them to sign up for your freebie. So it's just a page that has one option and one option only, and that is to sign up for your freebie and be on their way. So what I went ahead and did from FloDesk, this is the welcome page that you get when you log into your account. And if you are interested in signing up for FloDesk, I do have a link that I will have below and wherever you are watching this video. That is an offer for 50% off of FloDesk for life if you use my link. The price of FloDesk right now with that discount is $19 at the time that I'm filming this. So it's a really great, affordable email marketing system that has so many amazing customizations and style, beautiful styled templates for your emails and for your opt-in pages. I'm going to show you those, and I think you're going to absolutely love them. So if you want to sign up for FloDesk and get that 50% off discount, then use my link below and go ahead and get signed up. It will be absolutely worth it for you. So what we're going to do is first, we're going to come over to the forms section here in the center. And once we come into the forms area, it's going to be blank because we're starting our first form. We're just going to click the create new button, and it's going to give you some options. So there are a ton of different options for any sort of email opt-in that you'd like. So if you'd like a pop-up, so you have a pop-up with an image, a pop-up without an image, you have just an inline ribbon banner, you have inline with an image. There's just so many options that they have, and they have a lot of different templates just ready for you, where you then just put in your information and you're good to go. So what we're going to do is come over to the left side, and the last option is full page, and we're going to go ahead and click that. And what this is going to do and create for us is an actual opt-in landing page. And like I said, it's going to be a web page with just this one option and one option only, and that is to sign up for your freebie. So we are going to go ahead and click customize. And this is where the tech really starts to happen and the organization starts to happen in your business back end. So you'll get this pop-up from FloDesk that asks you to choose a segment. And it gives you a nice little explanation here. It says subscribers who opt into this form will automatically be added to this segment. You can select multiple segments. And what this really means is you're segmenting your list to really keep them organized and to keep their interests categorized. So I like to give the example of maybe a influencer who does fashion and who also does beauty. And say they create two different freebies, one being fashion oriented and another being beauty oriented. So they have two separate freebies, one fashion, one beauty. And what they would want to do is, say we are creating our fashion, like style oriented opt-in. What we would want to do is segment this opt-in to a fashion or style segment. And that way that we know that the person who signed up for this freebie is interested in style or fashion. And then when we create our beauty freebie, we would choose a beauty segment to keep them separate and to have your fashion, interested audience in one segment and your beauty interested audience in another segment. And that way you can really tailor the content that you provide to them and really make their email experience more just customized to their interests. And that way somebody who's interested in beauty isn't getting the style emails and vice versa. You want to make sure that your emails are really catering they're catering to your audience in what they are interested in. Otherwise, they're going to get annoyed. They're going to be getting emails that just aren't relevant to them and they may unsubscribe. So that is just an easy way to think of segments. Really, how are you going to categorize the people who opt in for this freebie, and how are you going to organize them and their interests? So I'm just going to click here, and if you have them already created, you can go ahead and just click on them. So I've already created the style option, but you can just start typing up here and you can create as many segments as you want. These aren't something that are already pre-populated for you. These are completely up to you. So if I wanted to just choose fashion, I could just do that. And the option to create a fashion segment pops up down here, and I'm just going to click that and you'll see it pop up. It's kind of like a tag, like when you tag things, they just call it a segment here in FloDesk. So I will hit save. And now we are all set to customize our landing page. So all of the elements that you see here are completely customizable. And I love FloDesk for this feature. It's just amazing. And it's really great to create beautiful landing pages and emails. And I'm going to show you exactly how easy it is. So I just clicked here on this heading section, the top 5 secrets to social media revealed. And you could see on the right that this little edit section just popped up for us. And inside here, we can basically change everything about this section. So we can come down and change the font if you want. That's a little crazy, but we can go ahead and change it there. We can change it to light or thin, depending on the font. Not all fonts, give you every single option, but we can go ahead and change the font. We can change the size if we want to make it bigger or smaller. Change the color. They have all of these pre-populated color options for you, which is really great. Or you can go ahead and just put in your hex codes there. And they also have the feature of putting in your brand colors. So inside of your settings, you can, I believe it's in your settings, you can choose your brand colors, and that way they are just there and ready for you to click. So we'll just go ahead and use our pink color there. And then they have just a ton of different other options, just like any other font or text editor. You can choose to do a center align, right or left align. We'll just choose center. And the spacing options are here. You can spread them out a little bit. You can change the line height. You can just really, play around with everything in here. Same goes for the rest of it. So in this text here, we can go ahead and change the font as well. We can change the alignment, the color. Go ahead and just change that to black, and just showing you some different options that they have. Yeah, that looks fine to me. And then on the actual opt-in for the name and email address, when you click that, you'll see the boxes pop up, kind of telling you that this is what you are editing right now. And then the different options are going to show up on the right again for you. So they have quite a few, things that you can do here, which is really great and just amazing how much they have customizable for you. So you can choose a box with a fill color. So what that means is that our fill color here, we can choose a pink, and then the background is going to be pink there for you. Let's choose maybe a lighter pink, and then we can change the border color. We'll do our darker pink, or let's just do the gray. And so you can do that, or you can choose to have the edges rounded. I like the square. And then you can still customize even more here. You can do the border thickness if you want it to be super thick. You can change the width, the height, all of that, and even come over to the side and change the font that is inside of these opt-in little sections here. You can change the alignment and the color, everything you can customize just completely, as well as the button style here. So again, I'm just going to choose the more squared edges, and I'm going to get rid of the fill. So if I don't want any fill color, I can come down here. Actually, I can just choose the button style up here. That will get rid of the fill color. Change my border color and come over to the font. You can change our font here. Once you get the hang of it, it's really just, customizing each section, but it's all the same. So it's so easy. I just, like I said, I love how easy FloDesk has made everything. It's just great. So that is what our landing page will look like so far. And then at the bottom here, there's just a little blurb about the information that's being submitted being 100% secure. And you can go ahead and change any of that if you want, or just leave it as it is. And then on the left side, you'll see this placeholder for an image. And once you click that, you'll see the image upload option come available for you. And what you're going to do is just choose your image that you have. I recommend always doing, this isn't a proper image, but I recommend doing something like a mock-up if you're doing a workbook or a PDF guide type of thing. It's great to have a visual of what the subscriber is actually going to get. So I just created this little mock-up in Canva, and I really like those because I think it's just a good visual to give them to really show them what they're going to be delivered in their inbox. So let's just use this girl here and call it a day. We are done with our landing page. And one of the features that I particularly love about FloDesk is that it gives you the preview for the different devices. So you have a desktop preview and a mobile preview. So if I click desktop, this is exactly what someone's going to see when they're on a desktop and they visit our landing page. Then I can choose mobile, and I can see that this is what they're going to see when they're on their phone and they go to our landing page, via mobile device. And it does seem like they take away the image, which is fine. But just so you know, this is just a little preview of what it's going to look like. Okay, so we're good with that. And once you're done with everything, you're going to come to the top right corner and hit next. And it's going to ask you a few questions. So it will ask you if you want to enable a double opt-in, which is basically when you opt in for a freebie or something, and then you get an email that says to confirm your opt-in. I personally do not like a double opt-in because I think it's very annoying. I've already put in my name and my email. You don't really do that by accident. But if you prefer to have a double opt-in, go ahead. To each their own. You can go ahead and choose that here. And then next, it's going to ask you if you want to be notified each time a new subscriber opts in. So you can choose yes or no. And then it will ask you what should happen after the form is submitted. So once somebody has opted in, what do you want to happen? Do you want just a, success message displayed, or do you want to redirect them to another page? So say you have a thank you page already created on your website, you would just want to put that URL here. So once somebody opts in, it, redirects them over to that thank you page. This is great if you have a tripwire or you want just a thank you page that maybe has like your social media or invites them to join you in like a Facebook group or something like that. You can choose that here. I'm just going to choose success message and then hit continue. And now it's published. So here's our URL that we can get. And I'm going to come open up a new tab and go to that URL. And there is our landing page. So quick, so easy, and literally took, I don't even know, because I'm talking, obviously it's going to take longer, but I've only been talking for about 15, 16 minutes, and we already have our landing page created. So it's super cute too. I mean, look at all like the customizing. It's just, I love FloDesk. So, okay, now we're done with our landing page. What we're going to do next is go ahead and create the second step to our freebie delivery. So the first step is having a place for them to actually put their email and their name. You have this web page saying, hey, I have this really great free thing. Do you want it? And then they say, yes, I do want your amazing free thing. And now we have to actually deliver it to their inbox, to their emails. So once we have our opt-in page done, we're going to come over at the top to workflows. And again, it's going to be blank because it's going to be our first one. So we're just going to click create new. And FloDesk is so amazing. They have all of these templates for you. So you can just go ahead and, replace it with all of your information, just like we did on the opt-in page. So I'm going to come down and just choose lead magnet delivery here because that's what we're doing. It's going to give you some details and kind of let you take a little peek at the email so you can really, decide if you want to use this one. We do, so I'm just going to hit customize. And now this is where the actual delivery is going to happen. So this is what FloDesk calls a workflow. So basically the flow is going to start when somebody gets triggered and gets segmented into, one of those segments that you have decided upon. So I'm going to click add trigger, and it's going to tell you to choose a trigger and begin the workflow when a subscriber is added to the segment, and then you're going to choose your segment. So we chose fashion, so I'm going to come down here and choose fashion because remember when we created this, it asked us what segment we wanted this whole opt-in to go to. And we chose fashion. So I'm going to choose fashion there. And so now the lead magnet is saying, whenever a subscriber is added to the fashion segment, so whenever somebody opts in here, they get added to the fashion segment, they are then going to be immediately sent this email. And we know that they're going to be immediately sent the email because there's nothing in the way here. So it's just a direct line and a direct next step from getting, added to that segment to getting the email. Now, FloDesk does have different options here, and you can see that there's a little plus sign because you can have things in between, and you can delay the email delivery. You can just do, a ton of different things. But this being a freebie delivery, we want it to be immediate. So we don't want anything in between. So I'm going to click on the email, and you'll see it pop up on the right. And they have a couple of really great options that I like inside here. I guess just the one option, but you choose your subject line here, and then the really cool option is the preview text. So when you get an email and you could see a little bit of the email, and you kind of, read it and see if it's going to be something that you're interested in. They let you customize the preview text so that it's not just whatever's in your email, but you can customize it here, and you can put in exactly like, open up, your freebie delivery is here. So excited for you to get this freebie, open up, something a little bit more than the subject line. But this is going to be that little sneak peek that they see when the email comes through. So after you do your subject line and the preview text, what you're going to do is actually edit and customize the delivery email. So I'm going to click edit here. And this is going to be just like our landing page that we just did. So each one of these options are customizable, and I will, save you the time and not go through them all, but it's just like we had before. You can change the font, the color, the alignment, all of that. And they have just different elements in here, but say you didn't want this little squiggle, you can just go ahead and click on it and come over here and delete it. And if you wanted to add anything that is not in this template, all you have to do is click add, and you'll see all of these different options come up. So you can, choose to do a divider if you prefer just a line rather than that squiggle that they had. And yeah, from there you can, if you want to add any like additional text, you can add that there and really make it your own. But the other thing that I wanted to show you inside of here, like I said, you can just play around with this and get to customizing just as we did with the landing page. But the thing I wanted to show you is going to be the actual delivery of that freebie. So if you're doing a PDF guide or workbook or anything like that, that is an actual file, then you want them to be able to download it. So you want them to be able to click this little button here and actually download what you promised them. So when I click on this section, and it's kind of, you can see it kind of lit up by the blue outline, I can come over here on the right side and come over to link. And that's going to be, what is linked for our button here. So we can go ahead and upload the web address if you have a website and your PDF lives on your website, which is typically what I would do. I would upload the PDF to the media section of my website and just grab the link there and paste that inside here. But if you don't have a website set up yet, you can go ahead and still attach files. And what you would do is just choose attach file, and it tells you that it will link directly to your file uploaded below. So it's going to basically create a web page for the file that you upload. So I'm going to click upload file, and I can just go ahead and choose an image. It's going to upload it. And now when somebody clicks this click to download, it's going to take them to this image that I had just uploaded. Or if we uploaded a PDF, it's going to take them to whatever we uploaded there. And we can see that by clicking on the desktop preview and coming down, clicking on this button, and you'll see that it takes you to the image, and it kind of gives you a little link there. once it is live and everything, it will, take them to an actual link that the image is going to be basically hosted on. So that is what I wanted to share with you on FloDesk. I really love FloDesk so much. Another feature that I love that they have is this Instagram feed. It's just integrated directly with Instagram, so it pulls the latest photos from your feed. So this is our actual feed at the moment, which I think is so great, so cool, and very like with the times. I wish other email providers would do that as well. And they have this really great social block setting where you link your your Facebook, your Instagram, and your Pinterest, and whatever other socials that you want. You link those in your settings along with the Instagram, and then you can just add it, and every single time it's already linked up for you, and you don't have to do it, every single time you send an email. It's already done in the settings there and, ready for you. So once you're done customizing your email, all you're going to do is come over here at the top right and click Finish. And it's going to show you the delivery again and make sure everything is good. There's nothing in between the subscriber being added to the segment and the delivery. You just want it to be straight there. And then we're going to just hit Publish at the top right corner. And it's going to kind of walk you through the publishing step. I can't publish because I was on a free trial and now it has expired. But you would just publish this and let it be live. And when you publish everything and come back to your workflows, you'll see down here that it is published and it's live. And if it's not published and live, it'll say draft. So you'll know that your lead magnet delivery is ready to go and working when it says that it's live down here. Another thing you can do is click these three dots and rename it. So we can, instead of just random lead magnet delivery, we can go ahead and just call it fashion lead magnet delivery. And you would just want to name it whatever your opt-in name is, just to keep things really organized and, making sense, because once you have a ton of different workflows, you don't want to be guessing which one this is. You want to be able to tell that this is the workflow for that lead magnet, the fashion lead magnet, and it's the delivery of that lead magnet. And kind of just make it simpler for yourself as time goes on. So that is FloDesk. That is everything I wanted to share with you. We went ahead and created our landing page for our opt-in, and we also went through the workflow. So if you have any questions on how to get set up, or if you want to sign up for FloDesk and want to start creating some really beautiful emails and landing pages for yourself, then don't forget to use my link so you can get 50% off of FloDesk for life. And yeah, let me know if you have any questions on anything. I'm happy to answer any questions you might have or create a video on any of the other features that FloDesk has. So let me know if you have any questions, and I will go ahead and see you guys next time. Bye.